Hey, the Extraordinary Give is a week away. It is Lancaster County's most generous day of online giving, and we have three organizations here that are participating. We're really excited, and so we're here to have a conversation about how not only the impact of the Extra Give for our organizations, but also how our organizations collaborate and how collaboration really does impact and strengthen our community. So I'm Justin with Men of Iron. We have Tom from Water Street and Amy from Kind Human Foundation, and we're just going to have a conversation. So maybe we'll just start by sharing what each of our organizations do. What's our mission?
Sounds good. Well, Water Street Mission has been around since 1905, so it's 114 years now.
Wow.
And serving the Lancaster County community through, everybody knows about the food and shelter. So that's the primary, it's catching people when they're in a state of homelessness, dealing with poverty issues, helping them overcome that. We've got both the short-term overnight emergency type shelter stuff, but we also have a residential program that helps people get a hand up to go to a different stage in their life and to kind of change what they're doing. What people don't know about typically is that we also have a pre-K and K program called Wonder Club, and that helps parents to be able to send their kids to a private Christian school where they can learn to love God and love learning at an early age. People that would not normally be able to afford to send their kids to a private Christian school. We also have Teen Haven, which serves the area youth in Lancaster to help them grow in leadership development skills. And in addition to that, we've got our outreach program that people don't know about, that it's a food pantry, basically, that serves over 2,000 families in the community every week, helping to bridge that gap between what they make income-wise and what their expenses are to hopefully prevent them from entering a stage of homelessness.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, and our Water Street Health Services, I almost forgot.
Yeah.
It's a full medical, dental, behavioral health clinic that serves both our population and some of the select members of the community.
That's awesome.
So the Kind Human Foundation is and was developed to provide clean drinking water to people around the world who don't have access to clean drinking water. And our founder, TJ Foltz, about 10 years ago, cried out to God and said, there are people who are dying from waterborne illness, and what can I do? What part can I play to make sure that people don't have to die because they don't have access to clean drinking water? So about 10 years ago, he said, I want to do something about it, God. I just don't know what it is. And he dreamed up Humankind Water. Mm-hmm. And so Humankind Water, for every bottle purchased, provides 100 gallons of clean water out to a developing country.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So Men of Iron are, we believe that our culture needs godly men, and we have the role of men is so significant and distinct in families, in our churches, our communities, and so we equip men to be the kind of godly leaders that they've been called to be in those areas. And so we do that by providing tools and training for mentorship. We just believe that one-on-one mentorship or micro group, a small group, meeting together regularly, setting goals. Our framework uses faith, family, friends, fitness, and finance. And so men are setting goals, coming together for accountability, balance, and spiritual growth. And we just believe that time together, that intentionality and that mentorship aspect really builds men into the kind of godly leaders they're called to be, knowing one another, knowing their purpose, and knowing God in the process. Yeah.
Extra Give is hugely important. Basically, we can't do what we do without funds from the local community. And what people don't know often is that people that are over 70% of the people that wind up at Water Street Mission aren't from the city. It's actually countywide.
Wow.
And so when people are supporting from the county, they're helping their neighbors oftentimes that they don't even realize. But definitely, while it's definitely not the only source of income, because we need a whole lot more than just Extra Give Night, but it's definitely a key part, in addition to people volunteering their time, in addition to money throughout the year and food throughout the year. It is definitely a key thing.
So for the Kind Human Foundation, most people in Lancaster County know of Humankind. They've seen the water, the organic teas and lemonades in most coffee shops or even at Giant, but they don't know that the money then, so for every bottle purchased, money goes into a foundation. So then we can send out the dollars to countries like India and Africa and the Dominican Republic to get these people clean drinking water. So the other great thing is the Extra Give gives Kind Human a platform to say, this is who we are and this is what we do.
Right.
You know, it's on our bottle, but a lot of times people see the bottle and they don't always see the mission. So the Extra Give gives us a chance, the Kind Human Foundation, an opportunity to say, this is what we're doing. And yes, by buying a bottle helps, but by giving a direct donation directly impacts what we're doing. And we just want to be able to get more people clean drinking water, so there's less death in the world. So what happens with Humankind and the Kind Human Foundation is right here in Lancaster County. Our hub, our home base, we're right here in Manheim.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, the Extra Give is a huge part of Men of Iron. A lot of our guys that are going through the Strong 27 mentorship program are from the county. And so there's that, again, direct connection for the Extra Give, giving back into what our program is all about. And those men are going out in their families and their communities in the workplace in Lancaster County, changing a culture through that process. And so Extra Give for us has been just a way of, one, awareness. I mean, just getting our name out there. Had a lot of guys that have come through the program that heard about us through the Extra Give. Also, like you said, financially, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And we've even had advocates and donors that came to us through Extra Give, never heard of us before, saw us at the Extra Give, hey, love to learn more and get involved. And so for us this year, our goal is to reach 1,250 men through the Extra Give. And so it's changing our culture, it's changing Lancaster County, and it's a huge part of what we do.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are anything like us, I'm sure you are, that it's great to have all the numbers, the big numbers of the people we serve, the lives that are changed, but knowing the individuals that it helps, like, is gold. I mean, I know for me, I think of someone like Patricia, who had been at the mission and wound up getting her teeth fixed, of all things, and that made a huge difference because she had been in a bad spot in her life. She'd made a lot of health mistakes and a lot of things that were bad, that she wound up being homeless. But through being at the mission, she was able to get on a good track, had her teeth fixed, and the confidence that gave her, she went back to school, got a degree in nursing, and is out working in her own little place. She owns her own little place now, and she's working as a nurse in it's a Conestoga View nursing home. And then there's another one, Rick, who came out of the program and wound up becoming an executive director at a mission in New Hampshire. Wow. Now he's back actually being a pastor in our area, but it's just that ripple effect that happens. And like with you've got men who are changing their lives, becoming the men that God created them to be. And so they're walking in that and rippling the effect into other people's lives. And with you, having people that are literally saved from death, lives and families perpetuated because of what you do. I mean, it's awesome to have the finances come in, but it's not about our organizations. It's about the people we serve.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we are so excited. This is our first year of taking part in the Extra Give. So we are so excited to get our name out there and say, this is what we are, this is who we do, and will you come alongside of us and join us in this opportunity to save people's lives. And I think the Extra Give is huge because it brings so many nonprofits together. In one day, it highlights hundreds of nonprofits, and it's such a huge event for all of us to say, this is who we are, and for the Lancaster community to come and say, we want to support you in what you're doing. That's phenomenal. And I'm so excited that we're a part of it this year, and I think it's going to make a huge impact on our nonprofit, and I hope it makes a huge impact on everyone else's too.
Well, I think so often as ministries, we can almost feel like we're in competition with each other for dollars. And I know Peter Greer, in his book Rooting for Rivals, talks about how we can change the whole landscape if we cooperate together. And I think of things like, if you look at Men of Iron, men who go through that program don't become homeless, even if bad things happen, because they've got networks of people. They've got friends, they've got relationships that support them, even if things were to completely go sideways or something horrible were to hit in their life. They're also, if they've gone through that, the type of men that reach out to neighbors, that help support others in their community, which prevents other people from going homeless. So there's a relationship there. There's that interconnection. And I think it's like the body of Christ. If we're all doing our part, it's not about our own missions. It's not about our own, even the people we serve individually. It's about kingdom wins. And when we all work together, we get the kingdom win.
Yeah.
So the Extra Give is huge for the Kind Human Foundation. And I think it's amazing that we all work collaboratively. You know, Justin reached out to us and said, hey, can we work as a team to promote who we are as a group? Absolutely. I think what the Extra Give does to collaborate and work together is phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think we tend to think as ministries, organizations, churches, even individuals, that what God has called me to, the passion I have, is the passion. And it's all umbrellaed under his kingdom work, and we can't do everything. Like, we are not in the business of connecting with the homeless and education or water around the world. We're focusing on men, but that's just as important to us as believers. So we need one another to fulfill God's kingdom mission on the earth. And so collaborating helps to strengthen our community by bringing everyone up from where they are. And I think by collaborating, we help to prop up what God's doing across the board. And it's just such a great thing to see. And we're not in competition. We are on the same team. And so even when it comes to Extra Give, I think even donors think through, okay, here's my giving and here's my organizations. Just encourage you to check out other organizations. Look at, from Men of Iron's perspective, check out Water Street, check out Kind Human, check out the other organizations in our community that are doing great work for the kingdom. It's not just Men of Iron. It's all of us.
Yeah. So we hope that all of you will go to theextragive.org on November 22nd. It's a week from today, Friday, November 22nd, extragive.org, and consider giving to one of our ministries. And if not, then give to another one that you are really passionate about. Like I said, we're so excited, the platform that Extra Give gives us. And thank you so much for listening today.